All right, so here we go. Let's roll
happening?
this. Yeah,
All
we
right.
got
This is the first take.
first take.
We didn't try it.
So you're here from LA.
Cheers, bro. Yeah.
It's good to have you here, man.
This is our cousin.
Glad to be
Everyone, welcome Anthony Sam State.
here.
Hi. You look around.
Hi. Where the
There's- yeah,
Say
there's
hi to
cameras
everyone.
everywhere.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so right before we started this, we were talking about the best fucking idea ever is that we could possibly do a charity where it's a drinking game, right?
Yeah. Charity
Well,
and
so-
drinking always go well together.
No, these two works. So the idea is it's an excuse to get really fucking hammered on air, right?
I mean, I'll take any excuse that we
This is
got.
probably the one time they work together. You can't be like, I fucking love orphans, and I just want to say, all you little parentless bitches, I love you, and I got money. Woo! Like that wouldn't go
That
off
doesn't
too
go
well.
But if we're drinking for the orphans,
Yeah.
I mean, who else would you drink for?
I drink for a lot of people actually. But
Whatever you got to tell yourself.
yeah,
man.
They need it. So you know what?
I
So that's
drink
one
like a
idea.
man, home and by myself.
That's
Kind of sad, but
That's a
suppresses
charitable-
the emotion.
Man, that's a charitable cause in itself. So, all right, orphans
shit.
is one idea, but how
Okay.
about like if anyone else has any other ideas, they can like put in the comments section, and we'll probably read it. We will read it.
We always do.
We will read it
Yeah, no, we talk shit.
definitively.
Well, so we got to figure out what would be a good way to do it, and we'll figure it out as we as we go. But
Ice bucket.
what would it
challenge.
be? Well, no, we're not. Maybe
Maybe.
we can lay down some tarps in here.
Oh,
Fucking ice
let's
bucket
just go
ourselves? No,
outside. Just
bad
go
idea.
outside.
Yeah,
Brain freeze.
But let's say what would be a good number? Like what, 50 likes? We usually get like 2. So
50
we-
likes. Yeah,
if we
50
get-
likes would be.
we
a
get
good-
to 50 likes.
We'll do 25 for the start.
so we say every 20 or 25 likes we take a shot, and then
Oh dear.
another 25 we take a shot. Like, 'cause
How many friends do you have?
I don't know, man. Well, the question is how many actually pay attention.
Let's only market this to my friends, so that way we
Right.
save our livers.
Well, so this is how you remember that stupid Christmas picture that me and Taryn took?
Wait, with
Wait, the
Tim?
one you framed?
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't. Nathan framed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that one the
Yeah.
other day because you and Tim look like gay dads.
Oh no, that
With
one's
your
Yeah, you're so
adopted
proud of
son,
Taryn just got accepted
Taryn
into
got
MIT.
Football scholarship
On a football
MIT.
That's not the photo I'm talking. That's a different photo, actually.
Oh wait, was it the one
It's
with
criminal that we're not
the
showing
Seth
it right
Rogen.
now.
I know we
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
should.
with
The Seth Rogen picture with what's his name? James Franco and Seth Rogen
sitting on the laps,
sitting
They
on the
got
lap of Santa Claus. Yeah, and so we had this fucking brilliant idea because I usually got like 2 likes every time I put a picture up.
Mhm.
So we posted that up, and I was like, yeah, if I get like 100 likes or 200 likes or something stupid like that,
like
then we'll do
500.
it. It was like 5 minutes later. I was like, shit.
Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
it blew up. Like everybody wanted to fucking make
Sure.
this happen. So I don't know, this whole 25 like thing. We might need to step up the game a little.
It's
Just
for the. Oh wow, you're
Is it for the
you're
orphans?
backing down from
I'm
the
not
orphans
backing
all
down,
around
I'm just
already.
saying.
What
So
about
maybe-
like puppies?
For puppies.
Everybody
Oh,
loves
no,
orphies.
what's that? We got
Orphan
the
puppies.
Sacramento Animal Shelter.
Yeah.
Oh, the
We
SPCA
could
or
hook up.
something?
Yeah, I know some people who do stuff with them. We could get going on a shots for puppies.
An adoption.
Shots for
Oh.
no, that'd be a vaccination thing.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Show us your
Yeah,
your vaccination.
Shots for shots,
We'll
yeah.
take a shot.
See this
Um,
rabid dog? We took care of that.
I love
But
that you haven't fixed Odin yet, but you're like willing to like start a campaign for the doggies.
Well, it's to get my own dog fixed too.
fix my dog.
Fix
for
my
me.
dog.
I'm gonna
We'll get
drink.
drunk.
You're gonna pay me to fix my dog.
I
That's
sense
the
a
deal.
scandal. I sense a scandal.
This is radio or fucking internet,
Basically,
whatever we're on now.
Like,
Hey man, it's
Access
crowdfunding.
television.
All right, it's the future. Crowdfunding is how you do it.
It's true. But shit.
So those are some crazy ideas that we're having, but you know,
Well, this is an idea we just came up with about 5 minutes ago.
we were like, let's get on the air and talk.
Yeah, not even 5 minutes ago.
I say run with it. Just go
Yeah.
for it.
We'll
Don't
go
look
for
back.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be the trick.
we'll start planning immediately. In fact, we already did. We
Yeah,
already planned.
we
just
set the
now.
ground.
Yeah, that
work.
was the groundwork.
We'll figure it out from there. But shit. So
Well-
wait, there was something that you were starting to talk about a minute ago, and it's probably gone now. Cause
Legos, Donald Trump, the environment.
Oh, man, Through them all.
All the important ones.
All the important ones.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. We did hit Star Wars video games for a minute too.
Yeah.
Video games.
Hey Willie, grab
Yeah.
a thing. Just for the hell of it.
Oh yeah.
We'll see where this goes.
Okay, sure. Why not? The morality of violence.
Ooh. Ooh.
We justifying violence?
Yeah, it's just
or
the
are we
morality
It's
of
finding-
open-ended,
violence.
man.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Sure. Oh hell.
What about video game violence?
Oh shit. Does that make people? So here's.
You know what? I don't even know if that's what that means, but like, let me just talk about this for a second, and that is like,
Didn't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna let you finish, but
I'm
first.
gonna let you finish, but first
I'm sorry, Anthony.
I'm gonna interrupt
You-
this
I'm
poor
gonna
little
interrupt this-
18-year-old girl.
You can relate to this though.
I'm
It's
so
like-
sad.
That was her happiest moment.
That was.
That was her happiest
She
moment.
was getting back at like all of her exes
Yeah.
at that moment.
Oh, dude.
Wait,
all of
what?
them.
Hold on.
Taylor Swift
Taylor Swift.
at the what was it VMAs or
Yeah. Who was that,
MTV
Kanye West?
Something. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
Kanye her.
Drunkenly.
So I'm gonna let you
Cut her
finish,
off,
but
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
That was a legendary moment.
yeah, oh
She's standing there
moments
like,
like that
what
make you
do
appreciate
I
it."
do?
Yeah.
They
I'm gonna write an evil song about you.
What
I'm
rhymes
so
with
gonna write an
Kanye?
album about you.
Mr.
I don't think
West,
anything does rhyme with
think you're the
Kanye.
best.
It's like
Just need to
orange.
Get this off my chest.
Kanye. I don't know.
Fanye.
Fanye. That's not a word, Joe.
Cause I just won. Yay.
Yeah. Okay. That's
now,
clever.
now
That's
Taylor
clever.
Swift's a rapper. Yeah. all right.
This is why we need to have our drunk episode go down.
Yeah. Well, we're working on it. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
This could be
Hey,
the
we'll
one,
see how
yeah.
this pans out.
Yeah.
But what about? All right. So what about video game violence? Like, does that mean you're a fucked up person if you really enjoy killing a bunch of like NPCs on like Grand Theft Auto, for example?
Let me
because you're not
interject.
doing anything bad.
So there was I read on, I'm gonna say Wired. Probably wasn't Wired. It's something on
sounds
Facebook.
like a Wired story. Yeah.
But this guy was reviewing a video game. It was the Lord of the Rings game, I think.
Okay.
It's the new one that came out where there's like you can control the orcs.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Shadow of Mordor.
War.
That sounds
Shadow
yeah,
of
yeah,
War.
that's it.
One of those.
And
yeah.
so I was
Yeah,
reading
you could
about how
mind control.
hey, you mind control, but these what they developed into the NPCs on this game was
It's the
memory.
Nemesis system.
The Nemesis,
Yeah.
that's what they call it. Yeah, the Nemesis system.
Yeah,
They
it
remember your
learns.
encounters.
It
yeah.
not only learns, it learns you, but it also remembers. So the thing was that the guy was freaking out is because he got scared. He was playing this game, and he saw this orc. I don't know, fucking Bjorn or some shit. Yeah, whatever his fucking name is.
Ozdouche.
And yeah, Ozdouche. So he found Ozdouche, right? And he controlled his mind and made him do his bidding and like be one of his soldiers. And then after a while, I guess he killed him or something. Or no, the guy's
like
really
my
angry.
tenure at CVS.
Whoa.
Wow. But so yeah, so he killed him. The guy got really, and then people come back to life in this game. That's the trick.
Yeah, some crazy.
So then
shit.
he sees him in the wild, right? And the guy's like, "I'm Ozdouche. I remember you." And he's like, "Holy shit, that's crazy." And he's got like all the scars from how he died, like patches of metal or something over him. I don't know. And he's like, "You enslaved me and made me work for you, and I hate you." And he tried to kill him. Well, he wasn't powerful enough, so the guy's just like,
Sure. Yeah.
"You're my bitch again," and did that. And so then the guy, he could see, he went and did his thing. And after a while, the guy like ran off of a cliff, right? And then he sees him again. He's like, "You, I hate you," and he comes charging at him. And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna control you again." Controls him. And the guy's just like, this NPC's on the ground, like rolling around. He's like, "When will it end? When will it?" Yeah. And basically, the guy's kind of in his own mind when he's playing this game. He's like, "This is fucked up."
Yeah. Because you're supposed to take the good guy's side and say, like, oh, they're inherently bad. But with something like mind control, that's.
Well, he set down the controller and he
Yeah,
walked
like,
away
you
and never
gotta-
played the game again. He's like, "I feel like a horrible
Put down the
person."
bong and the controller.
Yeah.
and think your
Granted,
life.
it's a video game at the same time too, so
Yeah.
sad, but-
Yeah.
I don't know. So that would be the one. Is that the level of violence takes it to a whole new degree?
It's like
rather
psychological violence because you're not just taking their life away from them. You're taking their
No.
agency from them, and that
Exactly.
gets deeper.
than exactly. So is that wrong?
Well, I mean, nothing bad is happening in real
It's
life.
still a computer.
It's just a computer.
Does it have feelings?
Yeah, you can
The
always fall
question
back
is,
to
do you
that.
enjoy it? Like, do you enjoy
Yeah.
it?
Was it right or wrong? What does it say about you?
Yeah,
Is the real question
and
here.
even if you do enjoy it, I don't think that's like bad. You just kind of have to be like, is this cathartic in some way, or am I like?
Is it an
Right.
outlet?
Am
perhaps?
Yeah, if is it
And
a
hey,
safe
hey,
outlet?
let's say you're one
I
of those
don't know.
weird fucked up dudes who just likes doing that shit, Is that a healthy outlet?
I mean, if that's the alternative to like torturing little animals, then yes, it's a good thing.
Yeah. You know, it sounds like.
I mean, if
put them on the video game system.
I mean, hopefully
but-
there's a middle ground, but yeah.
Well, no, that sounds like a great middle ground.
Like I
Oh,
played
the video games.
Yeah. Put him in the room, let him
Sure.
play his video
Yeah.
games.
I played Just
Ain't
Cause
hurt
3
nobody.
and I like
Yeah.
grapple hook people like jets and like see them fly off, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I enjoyed that, and I'm like, I have to think of the repercussions of this.
Right.
They do shoot at you though
They shoot
in that
you,
game.
but I mean, because they're afraid of you. Like I play as this character who he's like a rebel leader, and whenever like he encounters loyalist soldiers, he usually grapples them to jet planes. So yeah, I mean, they're shooting at me because they think that they're going to be the next person to get grappled to a jet plane, and for the record, they usually are. So
I just glossed over the
rational.
fact that you
Let's
can
move
grab
on past
someone,
it, yeah.
attach them to a jet, and then they just
Gone.
get
That
real
game is
cold and
badass.
asphyxiate, I guess.
The grapple physics in that game leave a lot of creative room. Like the ceiling is very high in that game.
Right. You can
for
just
what-
attach people. Didn't know what Batman used to do?
This guy is Batman
See,
on
that's
steroids.
My whole issue with Batman's sort of back-ass morality. So he's a vigilante. He believes that, I must dole out justice the only way I know.
Right.
But I never cross that line and kill people. How the hell do you know? Just drop homeboy off a building. We're talking about psychological
gargoyle around his
damage.
foot,
Like,
right?
dude,
He's
come
fine.
on.
Yeah. no.
him in the hospital like the next
Come on.
He's
Yeah.
not gonna be like, I have done some bad things in my life. I will change. He's gonna be like, and never the same ever again.
Sometimes death is preferable to the shit that he like
Sometimes,
leaves them.
right?
Like, yeah,
You know?
if you become a quadriplegic, it's just they're not gonna be like, at least I've got my life. You know, they're gonna probably be like, shit, I hate Batman. He took everything from me.
Disclaimer. Nothing against quadriplegics.
No, I'm just saying, like Batman. No, this is my. Like I'm with Anthony in
This
the
podcast
sense.
and its sponsors have nothing against quadriplegics or Batman, the Bruce Wayne.
This statement's here and are the
Not
statements
to
of
say
those.
that Bruce Wayne is Batman. We're unsure at this point.
I think it's just messed up that Batman assumes that just because he's not killing people, it's just like it's totally hunky dory,
Right.
Because there's definitely like you can do some shit to people that's pretty bad that isn't killing them.
questionably worse than death. Like, let's say you're-
Questionably worse than death.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. There's that questionably in there. Fucking, I don't know.
It makes
I
it
mean,
good for
but-
discussion.
Yeah, well, it's ripe for a discussion at that point, right?
Means we can burn an episode on it.
right? This is true.
Batman.
Batman.
Is he the hero we need or the hero we deserve? What say you?
Hero or scourge?
We don't have him though. Or
do we?
fictional. Oh wait.
Elon Musk is absolutely all right.
Oh shit.
If anyone, all right, for the record, if anyone was actually Batman in the world, it's Elon Musk. All right.
That's the perfect cover, you know? Like,
No, I absolutely. I mean, I figured it out. Some other guy on Reddit figured it out like a while
He even
ago.
kind of looks like a Batman type, dude.
Yeah.
Too.
Because
he's
like,
just-
I'm suave, cool. You can just picture like press conference, Mars and shit. He turns the corner like, I am the hero. That, where's he from? Netherlands needs.
Fucking Sweden or some shit. I
South
don't know.
Africa. I think he's from South Africa.
What?
Yeah.
Ah,
It's
bizarre.
Yeah,
South
it's
Africa
weird.
Cape Town, yeah.
blows my mind. Like when I
Isn't that
When I
where they
learned-
speak French?
No, it's well,
It's-
they speak Dutch, and then the Dutch, there was Dutch Boers there, and then the British
What?
they took over. So they're pretty British though.
mind blown.
yeah,
Yeah.
not.
When I learned that there were white people in South Africa, mind you, I was like 17, not like a
I
little
thought he was
child.
gonna stop at 7.
I was 7.
I was 7.
I was never the same. No, like I was like, wait, but
Mind-blowing.
it's Africa. Like they're mostly like darker people for the most part. But South Africa is all white.
Well, they got
Like,
they
that
got,
makes no
they got
sense.
black people
And then
in
I
South
kind of
Africa,
clicked in
too.
my head. I'm like,
There's a few of those.
oh, the slave trade. Oh.
Oh, that's right.
The implications.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suddenly it all makes sense.
Well, that's a different. We don't want to burn too much on that one because that's going to be for a different episode.
Right.
Or not at all.
Or not. You know. No. We don't.
We don't need to get that serious,
Yeah, no, we
especially
don't-
for like 25 likes for a shot, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to save that
Is
for
it
our
25
charity
likes per
episode.
shot? Is that cheap?
All right.
Are we cheap?
Until somebody likes us to our next shot, we're going to talk about like colonialism.
See,
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd
maybe
be a good way
maybe
to like,
this
get a
whole
bunch of
judge
shots.
is. Because what if maybe 50 shots or 50 likes per shot?
50 shots per like.
No,
What?
we screwed
Getting
ourselves. We
blasted.
screwed ourselves because we already threw out the 25 like
I know the
figure.
25s are
So
standard.
now if we go to 50,
So
it'll
let's
be
think
like a
about it. Let's say
cop-out.
we get like 200 likes. That's only 8 shots.
Okay.
All right.
Only, yeah.
I mean, it's
Despite the table, this is not an actual bar.
I think we can pull that off.
So wait, 200
8 shots
likes,
and,
yeah,
you know,
so
and-
So we got the couch.
yeah, we got
Do
the
you wanna-
couch there.
8 shots is very doable.
8 shots per, because
Like,
we
you're
do like what,
drunk.
hour-long shows.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. It's all about
So 8 shots in an hour is gonna suck, but
That would be
On
It's
top
only like
It's
point.
just
oh,
you'll be drunk for
three.
the night.
when I
That's-
figure
that's
on
just
top,
what it
yeah, we're
means.
just drunk,
You're just gonna be drunk for that night.
like really drunk.
We'll have bananas around.
Because I figure we're gonna be drinking too. Like we usually don't start these shows without at least a beer or drink. in us.
Oh right, yeah. I see
So
what you're
let's
saying.
say a shot or a mixed drink. So what? So that's 2 equivalent booze levels, and then you add 8 shots on top of that.
we should like time a pizza delivery.
It's open. I can't use the door.
Because we're at one
I'm
point
on the floor.
when we get this drunk, we're gonna be like, oh, we need food. Oh, we don't have any here. Let's go out and drive somewhere.
No,
and
we
get it."
Uber. You know how my
Uber.
Uber bills are on weekends, dude.
Yeah.
I do not drive from Friday at 5 o'clock until Sunday at like 7 p.m.
Responsible.
Yeah.
Adult.
Also, I'm supplying a lot of people jobs.
That's true.
You think
Huh?
Donald Trump's bringing jobs? This guy on the weekends.
Yeah, there
Thank
you go.
you.
Haul
Joe.
my drunk ass around.
Responsible drunkenness.
I haul other drunk people
Joe's
around.
jobs?
It's great. But is that fair? 25 likes per shot?
Yeah, I feel like that's doable.
What if we hit like 1,000?
So wait,
No.
Then we die.
we're just focusing on like
Well, who says we
how,
have to do them
how
all
we can
right
actually like
now?
raise money though. Like, shouldn't
Just spread them out.
Or we just start pouring water shots or some shit if it's like fucking 16 or 17
money?
years.
How's this gonna get money for like charitable causes though?
How does any of them get money for charitable causes? Like, come on.
What about like
Why is
chug
the
a
sky
beer?
blue?
You
Why does the charity have to give money to charity? Why
How does the
can't-
deposit track on a 25 chance
All right.
work?
It just does.
riddle me this, Joe. How much does a shot of what do you like to get a shot of at the bar?
I don't know.
Just a
Say
straight shot.
Jameson.
Jameson. How much
Yeah.
does a shot of Jameson cost at the bar?
5 to
Like
10?
6. Yeah, it depends on which bar, but
Oh.
as cheap as 5 up to 15.
What about say?
I just came from Vegas.
All right. So
That
how about
hurts
this?
My wallet.
Every 25 likes, we throw down $25 to a charitable cause and try to get people to match us. Maybe.
Dude, I'm not, because we're going to go so broke.
Then we'll have to rely
Not
more on
for profit.
This is
crowdfunding.
going to be the episode that we get 1,000 likes and suddenly we're both at $1,000.
The only thing that would be pretty crazy. That would
Not to sound like
That'd
an
be-
asshole
yeah,
or
that'd
any
be
shape,
Amazon,
shape, or
hit us
form,
up.
but-
We need some sponsors.
Right?
You've
Let's
practically
go,
run
yeah.
the show already.
yeah. We'll have to figure out the
Yeah,
whole
maybe-
like charity part
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, how does the charity thing
I mean,
work?
we've certainly figured out how we're gonna get drunk doing this.
Yeah, you got a good
That's
point.
a given. You don't usually have to work for that. You never sit around and you're like, guys,
Let's get
how are we going to get drunk
for the
tonight?
puppies.
I'm not sure how to do it. We need to have some new method.
We've come up with
I wanna get drunk.
excuses and
I want it
reasons.
to be for the puppies.
Yeah, it's for the puppies.
We're gonna do
Who
it.
doesn't love puppies?
We'll
right?
put up little pictures of fucking doughy-eyed puppies.
It's got to be some clever alliteration, some turn of phrase. You know,
Yeah, how does it work? Like, how do we transform? How do you do? Okay, that's a good.
Condrey's
How the
kids.
fuck do you transform social media presence? And wow, there you go.
Got you, bro. Oh.
How do you transform that into actual like
Revenue?
useful revenue? Yeah.
Marketing, obviously. How? I don't know.
I mean, like we see the Instagram model girls do it all the time. They just hold a shake.
Hey man, they work hard for that.
That's an anomaly.
No,
I have
this-
no idea how. I don't want to be
The Instagram
politically correct.
models?
Instagram models, yeah. We'll call
Yeah.
that. Make any amount of money, right? Like,
They don't make much.
So wait, we're gonna charge
but
people.
they make some money.
Are
You
people
know,
like-
Some
like,
money. Well, it's like YouTube
you want
views.
you want us to like ship people our
But how does
underwear?
that work? How?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, so that
We'll
I
send
can
them our
explain.
underwear.
All right.
in
Well,
exchange
we
for
could do
money.
the inverse. We would not send
We'll
them
accept
our
their underwear for money.
Oh, like we've got
give
all
us-
your addresses.
Yeah, we're like,
Unless you
we're gonna
send
send
money,
you underwear
we're gonna
unless
send you our fucking nasty
We get
ass chonies.
$25 per shot.
You might be onto something right here, man.
That's
You
like
might.
extortion.
This is not a bad idea though. Send me fucking money for the puppies, or I'm gonna send you my dirty
I
chonies.
smell
it
a
for the
lawsuit. He's been harassing me, threatening to send his soiled undergarments.
Keeps
Your
on saying
Honor.
it's for the puppies.
All right, I think we're on. So A, we got plan A. 25 likes, or we start sending out dirty chonies, right?
Yes.
B,
The real threat.
we. How do the girls do it on Instagram? We put on thongs and hold shaker cups,
Or else.
or else
Maybe both.
maybe both, but we do it for the puppies
Well, it's all for the puppies.
It's all for the puppies.
and the
man.
kittens.
They have
and
no
stuff,
one.
You know,
Sure,
so.
yeah.
They have no one.
Baby
Joe.
parakeets, chimpanzees, whatever they got.
Chimpanzees are fucking
Whoa.
terrible. Okay,
Wild.
so when I was a kid, I thought the coolest thing in the world would be have a pet
Nope.
chimpanzee.
Get your face ripped off.
No, it's
Yeah, not
Komodo
anymore.
dragon.
Fuck
yeah.
that
Get
shit.
poisoned and
Yeah,
not okay.
fuck that.
Name him.
Die slowly and painfully.
No, I'm good.
No. Name him Godzilla.
I would name him
I
like
guess.
an old person name, like
Methuselah.
Maurice or something.
Henry.
Get back, Maury.
What was the name of the old Eustace?
Eustace.
Eustace. That's from Courage, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the.
Stupid
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah,
You
just-
make me
Oh.
look bad. Booga booga booga.
Those arcane little bits of just deep wisdom within
Right.
those cartoons of our childhood. Like, you sit there and you watch some old Simpsons episodes and you're like,
Well, apart from the
feels
fact
like a
that they're-
Law and Order SVU episode at the end. You're like, well, that made me think about society as a whole. And it's just kind of hijinks, but
Right.
interspersed with like social commentary. And man, cartoons just do it well. I don't know what it is.
I can't think of any specific examples, but I feel like SpongeBob, like old episodes of SpongeBob, were that way. I watched a lot of SpongeBob,
Yeah, SpongeBob was the shit.
SpongeBob got real. It got real.
Yeah.
but yeah, Courage
Well,
the
you know,
Cowardly
so
Dog,
there was
too.
it was Courage, and then what? Dexter's Lab and Johnny. No. It's Johnny Bravo, Ed, and Eddie, and Dexter's Lab, all in the same like
Sure.
block of time
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
But Courage the Cowardly Dog, which was not actually part of it. Have you heard the alternate theory on it?
Hmm.
You know how like there's an
Oh, they're all,
alternate
like,
theory for
interconnected or
for, like,
something.
every-
well,
everything,
not that
yeah.
they're interconnected, but because obviously there's like the Fight Club theory on Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller, yeah.
Yeah, that, which is a great
I
one.
love that. Made up.
It's all made up. Ferris Bueller is what's his name?
He's Fry, yeah.
Yeah.
Cameron.
His Cameron, yeah. And so with Courage the Cowardly Dog, all these crazy monsters are not actually crazy monsters. They're just people that Courage is meeting for the first time.
Oh yeah.
And they're in the middle of nowhere because he's never seen beyond the edge of the property that they're on. So he's like,
Whoa.
nothing beyond that exists. And they're all
And
terrifying.
that's why the old people are always so like placated and like, what is going on?
Yeah.
A, because they're senile. B, they don't see and smell what he smells. Because dogs like have a tendency
Right.
to be like,
Yeah.
something about that motherfucker. He means ill will to us.
Right?
And us as humans are like, shut up, that's the postman. Like, but he's got adrenaline in his veins. I'm gonna bite him in the ass. He tried to talk.
for love. Well, then there's like the barber dude, which is quite possibly the most terrifying villain on any TV show I've ever
I think I
seen to this
remember.
date.
He was like the blonde eyebrows.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
He's,
remember
like,
going,
always
la,
smiling.
la, la. You remember seeing that
Yeah.
song when he was going?
They had some weirdly creepy stuff in that show.
Yeah. Obviously, the directors were fucking
Oh hell yeah.
Top
Zonked out of their
notch,
minds, yeah.
yeah.
Once
They were
Adult
like-
Swim came about, all those people were like, "Oh, we have to stop pretending." Awesome,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, they just
I
jumped
can make
right on
like
over.
overt stoner comedy. Awesome, yeah. Let's do it.
It was legit.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
It's kind of nice when they have to be subtle though for children.
But
It makes
what
them more creative.
so
I would say.
happened with Adventure Time? Like that show
Oh.
scares the shit out of me.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
so not,
So- yeah,
but it's
okay.
also got to see. Here's the thing. It's a little weird, but like all shows now, if you look, there's a lot of hidden good shit in it. Adventure Time,
Of
I put on
course.
the same level. Not that I've watched a lot of it by any means, but the few episodes that I've seen, there's hidden little glimpses of solid humor. It's like a Pixar movie,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
where it's made for kids originally, but heavily laden with
They've got some
Yeah.
pretty
Like,
juicy
adult.
bits in there.
yeah.
Like in The Incredibles.
Oh yeah, The Incredibles got some great shit there.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Or what? When I saw Toy Story 3 in theaters.
The theater.
Holy hell. Like, yeah, I
Right.
texted my sister afterward and just, like, had a mini, like, meltdown. Just, what just happened? There was the part where whatever his name, Lazo.
For the
Bear.
record, I have not seen this yet.
Oh,
I've
number
also
3?
refused to watch number 3 because
It's okay.
I don't want to cry my eyes out like a little bitch.
Yeah, I did.
Because I know that's what's
You
gonna
will.
happen.
Next
Yeah.
to the
Well,
girl
because
that I like
Toy
too.
Story 1.
Exactly.
I was like,
I'm not crying, you're crying.
This jeopardizes my social standing in high school, but I don't
Right?
care. I grew up with these guys.
Right,
Yeah,
no.
that was me.
But Toy Story 1, already bad enough, right? At
Sure.
the end, you like had the little up
Gets rough,
down.
yeah.
Toy Story 2, holy shit.
Ooh, that part with Jessie and her.
Oh,
girl.
yeah,
when
Jess got
Jessie,
tossed.
You're like,
Jesse's girl. Like, yeah, no, it was fucked up. So I made the decision when Toy Story 3 came out. I was like, I'm just
However,
not gonna watch this.
I will tell you
'cause
this.
I'm not emotionally ready for
and
that.
it is scary
That's
though.
fair.
It's the closure aspect of it all. Andy's
Yeah.
going to college.
Except there's a 4 coming out. Is it Toy Story
What?
4? Yeah, they're making. Oh,
Really?
yeah, I'm dropping
What?
that bomb now. They're
Yeah,
making a
that's
Toy Story 4
happening.
because closure doesn't need to be closure.
Not in Hollywood.
Closure, the sequel.
The sequel. Yeah.
Closure
Spaceballs,
to
the lunchbox. Spaceballs, the flamethrower. They got like, yeah, they will find a way to make more money. But
Yeah, well, it's just like the
Uh.
Rolling Stones doing their like 5th, like farewell tour. You're just like, okay.
I think they thought Keith Richards was gonna kick the bucket though.
They
and
still
then he
think that.
didn't.
He's an
So
anomaly.
they're
He's
like,
an anomaly.
we're just gonna keep going until he dies.
Mick Jagger is on all kind of shit, and he's got the Botox. But Keith Richards is
Mick Jagger
the
looks-
living dead.
Yeah, and he
And
still looks pretty good for the living dead.
He had tried to kill himself with drugs and alcohol, and somehow failed.
How the
Well,
fuck old
Modern
is he?
science can't explain it.
'Cause he-
Johnny Depp's in his 40s, so he's got.
No, he's 50s now.
Holy
Okay,
hell.
yeah.
Johnny Depp's in his
He's an
50s.
older
I
fella.
only know because I saw a meme the other day fly by, and a bunch of they're like, Johnny Depp's in his 50s and he's still making a lot of dudes look really bad.
He's still doing weird shit too.
Oh, he is. Didn't he chop
God
off
bless
half a
him.
finger the other day? I mean,
What?
year.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
I don't.
You didn't
He
hear
was
about
one of those people who's like, yeah, for the art of it all.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, no, I heard he went crazy. It was over like a girlfriend broken up or something like that.
Probably
Yeah.
some
He was in
20-year-old.
some crazy
You like
level-
this finger, huh? Well, here's what I think are your favorite fingers.
Johnny Depp, the Van Gogh of our generation. Jesus. Oh, shit.
Fucking ears, man. We're chopping off fingers now. Calling it good. I don't know, man.
Shit's wild. Oh, man. So, yeah, morality within violence.
The
Is it
morality of
morally
violence.
correct to chop off your own finger? in
Okay, are you
pursuit of
doing
love?
it in a video game?
All right. What are you
No.
doing? No.
So in real life, nah.
So what? Yes or no?
No, that's not a yes or no question. That's far deeper.
Yeah,
Mor-
I gotta put
morality
I
is
got a
a-
paragraph
something.
answer right here, buddy.
Morality
Yeah.
is a far-reaching gray area.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put other.
Are we answering these? All
I'm answering.
right, toss it over your shoulder. Let's grab another.
All right.
Thank you, at Big Boy 24.
Oh man, that's
All
what we
right.
should be doing is collecting questions
Oh,
from
man.
the
From
viewers.
the viewers.
Yeah, put them in the comments section.
Holy
Yeah, that couldn't
shit.
possibly go
And
wrong.
we'll-
How
No.
big is your? Oh, God damn it!
God
Come
damn
on.
it,
all right.
The paper says it.
2.5 inches. Let's go
Gotta
on.
say, all right, break out the ruler.
right here. Lay it down.
All right.
Boof.
Let's let the viewer decide.
All right.
All right, this one says, "How do you think automation will change society in the future?"
Oh man, I actually have a lot to say on this shit.
Well, okay.
Just for
I'll
the
just
sake of
say
the- okay,
negatively,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
then.
yeah, go Nate, because I'm extremely positive about this whole thing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
See, automation is. I think it's a double-edged sword. Certainly, like it can help a vast amount of things, like far outside of our control range.
Right.
When you work 40+ hours a week, right, you don't have the time, you don't have the energy, you don't have the patience to do certain things. So to automate those things, smart homes are genius level ideas. I will just say that a huge pitfall: power outage, massive natural disaster, earthquake, something like that. If the grid goes down, like, oh, your automation is in the shit and you forgot how to do dishes, you sloppy piece of shit.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, but so here's part of it though is
That's a small
yeah.
section.
But even on that alone,
sure.
a lot of it's node based, right? So this is a huge thing, like and I have a lot of ways to tie it in, but it's that you don't simply have one grid that controls it all, but self-intelligent devices, like your own home has a battery backup, that kind of shit.
Sure, yeah.
All the automated processes still remain, even if it's disconnected. It's still good to go. And the network is made up of this mass node of shit. Also, I mean, on the same note, when is something large enough taking down every bit of technology? Like, and because that'd be the argument. It's like when the internet fails.
Yeah. Right?
Do you ever see it truly failing? It would just change.
It would have to
like
change,
chunks of it can
hopefully.
fail at any. Yeah, well, it'll change if like there's some massive power outage. Parts of it can change, but
What about solar flares? Massive amount of solar flares could take down entire grids of. I don't want to like go beyond the scope.
Yeah.
I don't want to say country, but like
Yeah, yeah.
huge regions.
Let's say a whole country.
Sure, let's
but
say a
for
whole
how
country.
long?
And let's say America.
But for how long?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is a lot of these systems are built redundant. I know that's coming from the career path. I mean, aviation. Everything's built to be redundant. You hit by lightning, there's two of everything.
Sure.
On that plane.
Yeah.
Google's data centers, they've got massive centers in multiple states
Mhm.
all over the place, constantly on the millisecond backing each other up. So it's even on the other side of the world. If you lose something, it's only down for a couple of milliseconds tops before you get backed up. So it's like the automation thing. I see it as good.
Yeah.
And well, this is actually technology kind of we're going, but yeah, it's like so the automation idea, like self-driving cars and shit.
I think reliance on technology though will
All right,
happen though.
It has to.
Oh yeah,
It has to.
well it has happened.
I've
That's
like,
past tense. It's
I've had it
happened.
happen to me. I've always prided myself in having like a good spatial memory and like I can do directions well. Like
Yeah.
I usually am pretty good about knowing where I am, and I usually
Right,
don't
what's
rely on
north and
Google
all that,
Maps.
yeah.
However, there was one time I didn't have data, and I was out in some unfamiliar territory, and I didn't know how to get back to the freeway. I literally had to call up my girlfriend at the time and like have her like navigate me to the freeway
Right.
from where I was out in some like I was out in some neighborhood out in like close to like I think West Sac or something like that. But it was
Gotcha.
unfamiliar territory. So that I mean shit that happened all the time to people before like Google Maps, but still to me that stands out as an example of like when I was too reliant on technology
Right.
and when it was gone I was like in a dumb situation.
So, but on my argument being, and this is it's a loaded question that I've posed to a lot of people.
Mhm.
In this day in society, where we stand, in most parts of the country, if you have a kid right now, what do you think is more important to teach them? Should you teach them how to hunt or how to type?
Oof.
You already know the answer.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Typing.
The redneck, everybody wants to say he needs to learn how to
You
hunt.
gotta hunt. Yeah, but
Fucking yeah, right.
we've all been hunting and we've all sat there
Well,
for 4 hours.
point
and got
is-
nothing.
Point is that like I'm gonna throw a random ass number. 70% of people in this country, maybe 90%, don't know how to hunt, right?
Sure.
And they're fine.
Yeah.
You can go have a job. You can get a job all day long and work 8 hours a day, and come back home and buy your food.
But
if you don't know how to type, you better know how to use your hands in some other really functional way, because you can't get a job in any office.
yeah.
You can't. I mean, you can fill out a resume, but it's like the point is you're hunting, pecking. Like shit's gonna be a lot harder for you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Gotta pay
more of a
people to do
struggle
things
for
for
you
you.
in this life if you can't hunt versus, or if you can't type versus if you can't hunt.
I put on my resume and I saw it and I was like, this is stupid. I'm not 10. I kind of took my upbringing for granted.
Right.
Computer literate,
Mhm.
in parentheses, brackets, like all of the programs I know how
Yeah,
to use.
Yeah.
MS
Well, I
Office,
still
this,
put those
that.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, editing programs,
It's-
video,
yeah.
Photoshop.
Anything, well, even that is
Yeah.
extra. I'm
That's
talking
massive,
just
but
really
Word,
basic
Excel,
stuff.
PowerPoint kind of shit. Yeah,
That's a huge one.
it's massive.
Yeah,
I-
doing college a lot taught me how much that stuff really is not known by everyone.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Yeah,
people.
no, it's weird
at
as
the,
a thing.
at
Yeah,
the undergraduate level, like they're past community college and they're actually like at a university working on getting they're closing up their bachelor's degree. They still are not proficient in Word or PowerPoint. It's a thing. It's just a thing.
See, so for me, that's the one good thing, because a lot of people like to talk shit on college. And once again, I'll still agree that it's for some people. not for others.
Of course.
But that's where I sit and I say the perfect compromise is this associate's degree, right? Because an associate's degree, for example, I got the electronics degree.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you take like 75% of your classes are trade classes.
Mm-hmm.
So mine are electronic. 75% of the units that I took were for electronics courses, learning programming, bullshit like that, soldering, functional courses.
Yeah.
The other 25% were general
GE.
ed,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
which along those, a lot of them I will probably never use. I use like social sciences and history and anthropology, bunch of random mathematics and.
But they round you out.
But the
somewhat.
point, yeah, and that's my massive point here is that they're not useless because they've taught me to do things like if I need to write something. I've learned how to write essays in 2 hours from the hours of 12 a.m. to 2 a.m.
But the fact that
Like-
you've done it in a stringent circumstances
Right.
means that if you're gonna just bang something out real quick, write it, type it, etc.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I read an article and I'm like, yes, oh, I didn't know that. And I see is or the wrong there or
Right.
the wrong weird
Right.
or whatever
It
it is, the wrong
sucks, yeah.
it's, and I'm like, fuck it, you lost all credibility in my mind. So
Really?
you have to have that basis.
See, I'm not cool. Well,
I don't want to say all
might-
credibility,
yeah.
but I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take
Yeah.
this with a
No,
grain
I
of
do
salt.
agree, yeah.
Meaning you're an individual and you compose this,
Not-
no editor.
yeah, you're not
and
the
you're working for
educated professional
yourself.
that you claim to be.
So
Yeah.
it's
What I tell myself in those situations is I know a lot of people who are like freaking amazing at grammar and they never spell anything wrong, and they're not that like on top of it when it comes to like critical thinking. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's like you can't really discredit like the weight of an argument from it. You can't discredit the weight of an argument just because of spelling mistakes.
no, but you have to have a
But
well
it does
balanced.
it pokes holes in like your because I mean ultimately you're trying to figure out if they're an authority that should be taken seriously or not.
Yeah, no, that's
And if they have spelling mistakes, then you're just like, why though?
What
no,
happened?
It's a good point, but and that's the ultimate reason why you need to have it all. God, we jumped about 3 topics and I forgot where we started on
We're
this.
at automation.
Automation.
How it will change the future for
Oh,
better or
okay.
worse, possibly, or somewhere in the middle.
I mean, we're talking about
Yeah.
something that seems somewhat related to that.
well,
and
no,
that
no,
is
it's
just,
all important is the problem.
how
Like, there's
important is a college degree in an automative society?
fucking massively important, possibly more important.
Okay.
There's easily 3. So, one of the big ones. I am a huge proponent of this whole automation idea
Okay. Yeah, me too.
for
I
2
just think
reasons:
it's
A, because
progress.
it's progress, and
Yeah.
B, because it's gonna happen whether you like it or not.
progress. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
So, for example, the weekends from 5 p.m. on a Friday until about 7 p.m. on a Sunday, I don't drive. I call people to Uber me around.
Mm-hmm.
There's only a very small amount of time that I'll be calling people. It's going to be cars to come pick me up, and I'll sit in the car by myself, and the car will drive me places. It could be within 2 years, a year, I don't know. It's going to happen very soon. Maybe 5 years, I don't know. Regulation and shit. Yeah. Hopefully for the sake of the people. But the point is
Test it
that
out, test it
there's
out.
going to be a lot of this
Yeah.
happening,
There was
right?
a car crash recently with an automated car. It there was like the first
It was a
recorded.
while back. No, that was just about a
Yeah,
year
it
ago.
was it was within the last month.
Really?
The story that I'm talking about.
Mm.
It
So-
was one of the first recorded incidences of an automotive
I
car.
thought that they had. If
hitting
we're
and
talking
kill.
about the same thing, I thought they had deemed that the fault of the pedestrian. In a sense,
That was the one
like-
where the girl
Oh,
walked
yeah.
like right in front of
yeah,
me.
their
Yeah,
light was
so-
green and she just.
I haven't
went.
seen the actual video, but every comment section that I've seen, they've
Here's
all
the
been
kick.
like, a live driver would have killed her. Is the
Yeah, it's
consensus
the
that
same,
I
yeah.
get, yeah.
So here's the kick.
But still,
The driverless car, the driverless feature of these cars has been around for how many months or year now? Almost a year?
About a year. Yeah.
One
A
person finally got killed. How many people got killed by drivered cars in that last time period?
of course, yeah.
100,000? We're talking less than a percentage of a
All
percentage.
right. So real brief question, because like I drive around sometimes and I'm plugged in,
Yeah.
music's going, set list, etc.
Yeah.
Doing the right thing. 10 and 2 or 1, whatever. I'm looking around and homeboy passing me going 80. I'm like, "You're on your phone?" And she is and he is and they are. Oh, so on your bike.
Yeah.
Just give me a rough estimate. What percentage of people are on their phone as
on
you're passing?
on my
them?
motorcycle?
Yeah, when you're passing
Oh
people.
shit. Dude, it was a large percentage. Because you just cruise by, you look over, look
Sure,
over, look
yeah.
over. Yeah.
Because you have to know that they see you.
Yeah, no, yeah.
If you see their eyes in
eye
the mirror,
contact
you're
is
fine.
huge,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. If they shunt over.
Yeah. No, it was a massive number of people.
Yeah.
Massive. Like it's more often than not I'd see the top of somebody's head when I'm riding by it.
I feel like when it became more scrutinized to like not have your phone out, people became more secretive, and therefore they put their phone
Lower.
they put their phone more away from the peripherals.
Ooh.
Basically, when they're looking at their phone, their peripherals are less locked out of like their field of vision.
I used to, when it was still like legal or like kind of questionable, I would put it like, if you have the center of the horn like right above that,
center right there.
so I'm like, bop, bop,
So
bop,
that way you
bop,
can
bop,
still
my
kind
eyes
of
are like darting,
because we all do it.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
crackheads, you know. But at least you're aware-ish. But now people are just
you're
like,
more weight, but it takes
Yeah,
longer
girl.
to shift your
Sure,
angle
yeah.
from up to down. You know, point being, it's it's shitty. Now,
Okay,
roundabout though. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I had a counterpoint. And this is just to be kind of
Yeah,
cheeky
shoot
devil's
for it. No,
advocate. We're
please
talking
do it.
about Ubering and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How many people, if the shit hit the fan, right, there was something that went wrong, no cell signal, you can't contact your Uber driver, you're outside of whatever it may be. Maybe something as simple as you have no cell reception, you can't contact your Uber driver. To hoof it, to just take off on foot,
God, that sucks.
let's say more than 5 miles away, how many people would arrive and be like, I need food and water? And how many people would be like, that was wonderful, that was good,
Right.
that fits in, like, and
So
that
that's a
comes down
different.
to it.
Now, this depends whether it's Friday at 5 o'clock when I haven't started drinking, and Friday at 12 o'clock.
But does it though?
No, it does. It does because you know when you
If-
drink, you get that like unusual exhaustion going on. Like you ever go to the gym drunk?
Yes, I know. Oh, not yes in
One
response to that.
time.
That's my
I'm
argument
just
right
saying
there.
yes. I love that
And
question.
you're like, dude, bro, I'm killing it. And then
It's one of
10
the
minutes
best
in, you're like,
questions
I
I've ever
need to leave right now before I hurt myself or anybody
that
else.
should be the title of this episode. Have you ever
go
gone
to
to
the
the gym
gym?
drunk?
You swing around with a 45 plate, almost clock someone like, I need to leave right now
Well,
and
so-
get a cheeseburger and a large glass of water.
So I'll give the quick backstory on this. Is that
Okay, context is needed. Yeah.
yeah? Because so generally my schedule, I like to just go to gym Monday through Friday right after work.
Mhm.
It's a nice system. My dear friend Taryn likes to go on weekends. I usually reserve the weekends for drinking. So
Okay. Oh. I see where
11
this is
a.m.
going.
you could see me finding bottomless mimosas somewhere. He hits me up at like 2 a.m. or 2 p.m.
2 a.m. That crazy
Close enough,
crackhead.
yeah. The crazy fucking gym crack.
Found a gym.
So they're open. Let's go.
It's in Placerville.
Gaines. Now
We're going. Yeah, Gaines. You must. And
Midnight Gaines.
it's like 2 p.m. or something, and I didn't have shit to do for the rest of the day. He's like, "We got to go to the gym." I'm like, "I don't want to go to the gym. I've been drinking all day."
But you got that sugar.
And well, no, I didn't want to go, but he's a very convincing individual. So he's like, no, if you don't go, you're gonna lose all your gains. I'm like, right, man,
Not my gains.
not those, you know. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck, Taryn's right. Like, we gotta go to the gym. And so I find myself at the gym at like 3 p.m. on a Saturday after I've been drinking mimosas since who knows when. And good Lord, it's fucking shitty.
No equilibrium.
Like equilibrium's gone. I lay down on the bench.
A lot of breathing, I'm sure.
Yeah, a lot of breathing.
All the blood rushes to your head. Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I'm like, I do like 10 reps, which normally isn't a big deal, and I'm fucking winded.
Dude, I love this thing because
I'm
it
just
gets
like,
to tell
Taryn, are we done yet?
I love these things because they tell you, right, your heart rate. And so every so
Yeah.
often, if I like ate a big meal and I'm like significantly drunk, I look at it and I'm like,
Yeah, you check it
resting heart rate at 95, fucking shit, dude. I'm gonna lay down. Then you lay down and it's like 110. You're like, what's going on?
Like,
What
what happened? Yeah. It's fucking shit, dude. Working out after drinking is the dumbest thing you can do.
There's something
'Cause it's
I
not even
could
good
not
for
quote
you.
you the science, but you don't. You're tearing the muscle and it stays torn.
It's what happens is
You're not
actually
able to regenerate,
because the
yeah.
alcohol does something where it actually doesn't.
well, the
heal.
alcohol, your body is busy trying to.
Yeah, it's poison.
Yeah.
When you
It's
drink
trying to get
alcohol,
rid of that
it's
shit.
good
It's
poison.
quite literally
Nothing
poison
else
you're
is
putting in your
happening.
body. Yeah.
Nothing
It's
else is
poison
happening.
more like the 80s man poison, where it's just like, you're just like, I'm totally digging this.
Nothing but a good time.
Hot pants and long hair. You're like,
Right?
This is not okay. It can't work out like
Dirty
this.
to me. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
I'll dig it.
Yeah. Hey, good song, by the way.
Ooh, yeah.
See, now at a certain point in the future, I would like to be able to integrate like a little audio mixer where Rob could fade that up real quick.
Room for expansion.
Yeah, room
Alright.
for expansion. Sky's the limit, right? But yeah, no, nonetheless, Jim drunk blows.
But Jim and maybe some other stuff like, like Coffee Rush or something like that.
I mean, isn't that what
That's
creatine
pre-workout,
is?
well, no,
basically?
creatine's not. Creatine is there's not caffeine at all in that.
or
It's just a way to retain
I
water.
don't think
Going
I'm
to the
mistaken
gym,
for something else. Just
going to
a-
the
No, you're
gym
thinking of
high.
pre-workout.
In general, like taurine, etc.
Yeah, taurine
It's a
and
ton-
pre-workout.
shit ton-
It's the one where it's the
Pre-workout-
powder. Yeah, where you
Pre-workout's
drink.
like 300 milligrams of caffeine.
It'll fuck you
Something
up.
crazy. I took that once. I'm like, I feel like I could either die or lift a
Once
building.
again. All right, so here we go.
Or
We
both.
got another goddamn gym story with motherfucking turn here. I'd been going to the gym for like a year, right? Never used pre-workout in my life. I don't even drink coffee for the most part.
Hmm.
Like I will on when I'm tired, I'm at work or whatever. But for the most, I'm not a daily drinker like most people. He's like, hey, you need some pre-workout. I'm like, I don't need no pre-workout. He's like, you want gains? I'm like, all right, fucking load me up. Let's see what we
Want
got.
some speed.
And so yeah, pretty much. And he fucking, I'm looking at the little can because I'm like, what am I about to eat?
What's in
and
there,
it says like suggested amount 5 milligrams or some shit, which is the little scooper.
Suggested.
Yeah, and I look over and he's got my water bottle and his, and he's created these little funnels out of a piece of paper we had on the table. And I look at him and he's like scooping. And I'm just like, oh, fucking shit. I'm like, hey, you know, it says one of these is enough, right?
Let me point you
And
to
he's
the
like, no,
suggested amount.
trust me. All right.
All right.
Sounds good. So we shake him up and drink him on the way to the gym. We get to the gym. He's cool because he does this shit all the time.
And you're like,
As I'm in the fucking truck with him, like,
yeah.
my heart's starting to go, and I'm looking around a little weird.
Yeah.
And I get to the gym, and sure enough, it's a fucking chest day, right? So here we are on the bench again. And
Time for some cardiac arrest.
luckily, that's not the end of the story. But like, I do one, I'm like, that was cool, but I'm feeling a little weird, and my head's kind of doing some weird shit. And I noticed that the sides of my face are a little tingly,
That's normal.
and like my eyesight's a little tingly out here.
Yeah, sure.
You're seeing the gains.
And I'm losing my fucking peripheral vision, right?
yeah.
Part normal.
Hyper focus.
And so yeah, I can hear my hair grow and shit. And and at a certain point, I'm realizing that like my eyesight's closing in. I can't fucking see peripherals at all.
Need
I just
water.
see like right in front of me. Well, I'm drinking water. That's all I got. At a certain point, I dump the rest of this out because I'm like,
This is gonna do me
I'm
no
good.
good.
and I put water in it and I'm drinking water. And like 5 minutes later, I'm still hanging out and just banging out set after set. Really well, actually. Interestingly enough. But I look over and I'm like, hey, man. I look where I think he is because I can't see anymore. Like, it's Darren, it's good. Darren. Like, my eyes are tingly at this point. I
Like
just
Matt
can't
Murdock.
fucking see anymore. Yeah. So just like Stevie Wonder in the gym here. And I'm fucking, Darren, hey, that pre-workout's fucking me up, by the way. And he's like, don't worry about it. Just lay down. And he takes my hands and he guides me to the bench and he lays me down. I'm like, all right.
Lays you down.
And he like
Lay me
He gra-
down.
by the fireplace.
grabs my wrist and fucking plants him
here
up
we
to the
go.
bar.
Yeah.
He's just like, push! And so I'm just sitting
You're
there.
like,
I'm
I don't think I. Oh, I'm doing
I got it. You
it.
know
What's happening right now? Yeah.
I'm gonna carry you, Mr.
Now,
Photo.
granted, I fucking may have had the best workout of my life, but I
course.
couldn't see.
But
I couldn't fucking get out
you
of
know
the
what's
gym by
interesting?
myself.
That actually tethers into this. Is that a form of automation?
Taryn automated me.
Automated.
Pumped a bunch of legal
Automated
stimulants
gains.
inside of you.
Holy shit, has
to just
society gone
get
too
you
far?
going
Oh,
without
shit.
knowing what's going on. I mean, what is Adderall?
Automated gains,
Adderall
that's
is
too
just
far.
automated love.
Automated gain. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't sound like a bad thing to me.
Pay for
That's-
your gains. Yeah. Pay to gain.
Pay to gain.
Pay to gain is the new model.
Usually say it's no pain, no gain. Now it's just pay to gain. Ooh.
Beer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm ready to segue.
About that time.
Wilhelm.
Yeah, this would be a good closer.
Thanks.
Pass it on down.
Oh, shite.
Wait, we
Oh,
can do this
okay.
now. I'm excited.
What? That was clean.
That
was good.
Yeah, it seems a little better.
Good fucking. All right.
Our nice brand new. This is the
Let's get it.
christening of our
Yes.
our brand new table and mic setup here. We got headphones, mics,
Baby.
our brand new fucking donated by Rob Cannon
All right, let's cheers one to Belgium.
table.
Cheers, bros.
Thanks,
Cheers.
Belgium.
650 years. Damn.
Long fucking time.
Oh shit, 1366. So yeah. Anyways, that's my point. Automation's dope.
Yeah, you know what?
Get you going.
Even if you can't see,
Sure.
it's an alright thing.
Deal with it.
You know?
I think automation will change society, and we've dealt with a lot of automation throughout the last couple hundred years, and we're going to keep dealing with it, and it's going to keep. There's going to be losers and there's going to be winners.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Hey, you know what? I got an
We'll
idea.
see.
With that, let's end this bitch.
Let's do it.
All right,
That's
gentlemen.
it.
It's been
Cheers,
great.
bros. It's been a good one.
Cheers.
It's been a good one.
See you
Wait,
next time.
push that over there.